Today, I'm going to be walking you through on how to do Dex Arbitrage on decentralized exchange using Phantom wallets. So by the end of this tutorial, you should effectively know how to go about spotting these arbitrage trading opportunities and equally take an advantage of it right on Phantom, generally referred to what we call Dex Arbitrage. So if you like this kind of content and it sounds interesting to you, hit the like button. Let's get straight into the video. So like I've told you initially, like quite often, I do emphasize on spotting the opportunity first of all before implementing it. So that's the more reason I'm going to be using Dex Screener to go about spotting this opportunity, and right after then I will equally take an advantage of it, and let's see how it goes. First of all, we are going to be making a change to these all chains. So first of all, click on all chains and select Solana. Solana is right there. And by the way, before then you might have also change this to trending 6 hours. If you should look right above here, you're going to see trending 6 hours. So change this to trending 6 hours. So let us still continue with the changes. We are going to scroll down. Once we scroll down, scroll to the right hand side, by the way, and then click on liquidity. Liquidity is right here, this very one here, liquidity. That's the one we're referring to. So quickly click on it, and I'm going to set in a minimum liquidity of about, let's go for probably about like 120,000. So after then you click on apply, and we will also make some changes to the volume. The volume is also right beside the liquidity. It is right here as well. So quickly click on it and switch it up to about, let's go for a minimum of about, minimum, that means it shouldn't be lower than 500,000. Or let's go for about a million. Let's go for 1.5 million. That's 1.5 million, right? 1.5 153. That's 1.5 million. Then we click on apply. As simple as that. And after then, we will also make some changes to this section that says PAH. PAH is that the coin shouldn't be older than 5 hours. That's the one we are referring to. And then we click on apply. These changes are probably very objective, okay? You can choose anyone based off of your strategy. So after then, we will also make some changes to, I think, the buy side liquidity. The buy side liquidity shouldn't be more than, or shouldn't be less than 5,000. That's the one we're looking for. And likewise for the sell side liquidity, it shouldn't be less than 5,000. So after all of that has been made, here is what we got based off of the filters. So your obligation is to pick any one at all, and then you look for the differences between any of them and equally see how you can capitalize on it. We have a couple of them here. Well, anyways, if the liquidity is not locked in any one you are going to be using, there is high probability that the liquidity can be taken out, like within a twinkle of an eye. The liquidity can be removed. So anyone you should be doing this with, try as much to look for the liquidity locked. If the liquidity was locked on this one, you would have seen some kind of like a green lock icon beside the liquidity around this place, which would have signified that the liquidity was fully locked. So it can equally reduce the risks involved, because it will be so frustrating to buy the coin and all of a sudden the liquidity got taken out. You know what that means? You might have old coin that you will not even be able to sell, because if the liquidity is removed, no matter how you do it, you will not be able to convert it back to your Solana, or equally still buy it as well, because there is no liquidity to execute the trade. Let's make an example with this one called Chibi Tron. So once you've copied the contract of the coin, simply by using this copy icon, okay, you're going to now make the comparison on your Phantom. Don't just randomly buy the coin right off the back, even if it looks so interesting. Always try to look for the differences. This will now enable you to know where the differences really lies, so you can equally still think of taking an advantage of it, by the way. So let me click on this section, this arrow at the bottom lower there, at the bottom right corner. We're going to be looking up the first site, which is called Jupiter. So search for JUP, and then here is the one we're looking for, Jupiter. So just click on it right off the back. Click on it there. Once you click on it, you get to now click on open. Open is here. Click on open there. Once you've opened it up, you get to now connect your wallet between Jupiter and Radium so it can interact. That's how it's done. Connecting your wallet is very simple. Use this section to connect your wallet. Mine is connected. That's the more reason you're seeing some random alphabet there. So if your own is not connected, you probably have an option to connect there, and it is quite very self-explanatory. So now you need to let Solana be there. Then you click on this one. You click on this one and paste the address, and then here is the Chiba Tron. Now let's use my initial 0.2121 sold. It's going to give us about 204,000 of the coin, 204,470. 204,470. Hopefully I recorded. So now the second exchange is going to be Dex Screener. This is how you are going to do the simulation, the spotting of the differences before you even go ahead to execute your trade. So now Dex Screener has opened up. You need to connect your wallet. I'm going to be showing you how to do that in a second, but before then we will need to now search for the coin we want to make the comparison with. So simply by clicking on search there, you're going to now paste the contract you had copied initially from the application, which is on Dex Screener. You're going to now paste it right there, and it should come up like this, and then you click on it. You just have to click on it right off the back. Yeah, just click on this section. Once you've clicked on there, it is going to bring you straight to the page, and as you can see, when I click on sell, let me click on sell on this one for an instant, and then I'll put in the amount, which is about 204,000. Was it 204,475? I think so. So this should give us about, we should get about 17. So that means this one is trading at a lower price, because now if I should now click on buy, if I should now click on buy on this one, let me click on buy, and then I will put in 0.21. So you get to realize that this one is going to give us about 197. So apparently this one is trading at a lower price. If you should look below here, there are some things you need to pay attention to. You receive 197,238 Chibatron, and the fee is also applicable with some priority fee as well, which is quite very okay. So this is now it is now clear to say that this one, which is Dex Screener, is trading at a lower price. Then Jupiter is the one trading at a much higher price, and that's how it is done. You buy it on Dex Screener, apparently, then you provincially or simultaneously transfer it over to Jupiter and sell, or you connect it to Jupiter and sell. As simple as that. I do not want to make a live trade. Like I've told you, my videos have been taken down several times on this channel due to this same trading strategy. So if you want to know how this is done in real time, you need to probably join my mentorship. In my mentorship, I will show you how to do all of this in detail. We do live example and live trading most days. So if you're interested, send a DM to my WhatsApp or my Telegram. I'm going to guide you through on how to go about, being part of the mentorship. It is not free though. Keep in mind, so you need to like pay a little money, and I'll add you up. Until then, that'll be all for now. I'll catch you all later. Peace out.